Hello and welcome to a Papa Smurf adventure. Moving on. Progress. Let's go on an adventure. The adventure starts with them cleaning the streets and sidewalks. Something's going on. Let's continue. Let me tell you, they put that brush broom on a skidster and they create a dust storm so heavy I couldn't even see across the road. And I had to run back in the house so I could breathe. Now looking off to the west, well, we see they're working on that median down there. Let's zoom in, see what they're doing. Zooming in, we see they're prepping, getting ready for the dirt to be delivered and put in that center median. Looking off to the east, we can see how they've cleaned everything up. It's looking really good. Just can't get that dirt out of that fine concrete right there unless you use water. Now, as you can see, there's no sidewalk on this side the rest of the way. It ends at the entryway. Well, I won't have a bunch of foot traffic going past my house. Well, it's time for this adventure to begin. And we're going to walk down the sidewalk that's here. And semi-clean. Let's go on an adventure. Now stopping halfway between the first entryway that hasn't been put in yet and the driveway for the house and maintenance garage. Here's a photo of what they've gotten done so far. Looking good. Stopping a little after that entryway for the house and maintenance garage to take another picture. It's looking good, looking normal. Moving up a little closer, yeah. I see that marker for that main gas shut off. No, it's not an arrow, it's pointed so they can pound it into the ground. Stepping up a little further, we can pan off to the left and see where they closed off that entry exit right here. Well, it's going to look nice when it's done. It's a shame we don't have it anymore. Looking straight east, the way we're headed. Looks nice with all the dirt in place and the borders up. It's starting to look normal. Now that's a big difference from what it was when they first started to what it is today. This used to be a ditch all the way down. Now there's a sidewalk. Like it's always been there. Wow. That sky sure looks interesting, to say the least. But you can see how the sidewalk curves around. And the work that's getting done in here, there's a lot of work to go yet. Well, I see they have the curbing put in on the west side of the roundabout. And the crosswalk on the far side is complete. Well, in the road anyways. And they're going to tear all this out right in front of us yet. Turn around, taking a look at where we just came from and how the sidewalk curves around there. It even makes that tree look pretty. They've got it pretty much landscaped over here on this northwest corner. See the sidewalk ends right there, and there's that white catch-all for the cement trucks. Yes, this is one heck of a jigsaw puzzle they're doing. And then you gotta put pieces in and take pieces out and move pieces here and change pieces there. Yeah, but that curbing looks really good. Here we can see where they're gonna rip out all this concrete here to put in a crosswalk. Look there, they have all that curbing put in on the north side too of the roundabout. Looking good. Here's a better view of the curbing put in on the north side of the roundabout and finished off the road on the northbound side. It's getting there, slowly but surely. Again, whoever Shirley is. While I'm standing here, I just look to the west and see how that curbing looks from here. Looks good right there in the median. At least you should be able to know which way you gotta go when you use this roundabout. I hope. They still got lines to put in. Well, I'm saving some steps. I'm just gonna turn around and look southbound. Yes, they have the crosswalk in on that left-hand side. Looks like they've gotten the concrete taken out on the right-hand side. What's all these flags in the middle here in the roundabout, though? And pipes and... Well, I guess we'll find out. That's why it's an adventure. Okay, I'm going to sneak over here on the westbound side of that roundabout. Yep, it looks like they have that concrete missing. But wait a second. The barricade's moved. If I stand here long enough, I might get some idiot driving through there and run right into that big hole. While I'm here, we can get a closer look at that curbing on this west side. And that crosswalk. And what they're doing down at the end. And the sprinkle clouds that are coming in. Zooming in at ×5. Yep, that looks good. Zooming in at ×10. Well, we can see they're really working down there, getting all that dirt put in place. It's starting to look like a road. Turning back here to the center of the roundabout. Yeah, blue flags, red flags, and pipes sticking up. I guess we'll find out what it's all about. Well, from this angle, everything lightens up a little bit better. You can see a little bit more. There's even a purple flag in there. Wow. Zooming in, we can see a little bit better. I really can't read those, but yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Warning, don't go down this road. You're going through the hole. Yeah, you can see they're missing a big section to put in that crosswalk right there. You leave anybody any room down there and they're going to try it. I might get $10,000. Yes, zooming in, you would lose your underbelly on your car. You'd have to have a very high truck. And then you might still get stuck. Truck stuck, see? I'm a poet and don't know it. It still amazes me. They had this wide sidewalk all the way down to where that outhouse is located, because that's where the old sidewalk is at. And then they cut it back, because here's where the crosswalk is. Why they wasted all that concrete, I don't know. Somebody misread it. I would have just left it. Why not? Oh well, I didn't design it. Well, we walked up one side, we're going to walk down the other. You can see here we have pipe and cable coming up out of the ground on the left-hand side as we curve around the corner. Looking straight down the sidewalk here, facing west, you can see how they kick that sidewalk out around every fire hydrant all the way down. It is what it is. It's just funny. Zooming in doesn't make it look any better, but it's just funny how they did that. I find it funny anyway. I've made it down to across from the old entrance here, just to take a picture of what it's going to look like now. Panning back off to the west, we're continuing on with the adventure. As you can see by the sky, fall is almost here. You can see the goldness and everything out there. It's getting there. They better hurry up. Turning around, seeing where we just came from. Looks nice. Look nice when it's all complete, but looks nice. You can see where they've added more dirt in between the sidewalk and the roadway down here. They've got it all taped off, so I'm not going to walk past it. I'll just zoom in. Yeah, it's all starting to come together. Boy, they're really going to have to swing out past that next hydrant down there, aren't they? Looks like they're going to have to really go around that one. Yeah. We'll see what it looks like when it's done. Hey, do you know it's not just a new day? It's a whole new week. Yes, I've waited a whole week to do this video, or this portion of the video, or these photos. I want them to get some things done so we can really notice what they're doing. See all that hay out there? They just spent the entire day today spreading all kinds of grass seed, and then they came through with a hay thrower and put hay over everything. Hay! Hay! That's what it is, it's hay. Hey! Do you know what time it is? Yes, it's adventure time. Let's go take a stroll through the hay. Or roll in the hay? How's that go? My pockets are full of Kleenex. The auction's on set 4, and we're off on our adventure. Because there's a lot of hay out here, and I have allergies. But it's not going to stop me from my adventure. And I think soon they're going to start working on these street drains, seeing they're planting grass, trying to stop the erosion of all the dirt they just put in there. The birds are having a heyday. Heyday, get it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see what they've done in the past week? I can. Wait a second. That gas marker's pointing the wrong way. Hey, I got a feeling that in a week or so, we're going to see a lot of grass over here. They still have this thing sitting wide open to all the elements. Don't know why. Boy, that looks nasty in there. Zooming in, it looks like an electrician's nightmare. But that's just phone cables. So, an operator's nightmare? That's probably more like it. Hello? What number would you like, please? 1 ringy-dingy, 2 ringy-dingies. Look there. They have this side completely put in. They've torn it out. They put in the frame border cement, and then they filled it in with the red cement. They've been busy the past week. Looks like they wasted no time in getting this put in. In the past week, they've got all the crosswalks put in on all four corners. Wow, they've been really busy. They have it staked out, ready to extend the sidewalk across over to the crosswalk. Yes, the sky sure is pretty when it's blue. But that crosswalk looks good too. Again, a poet and don't know it. Well, we knew they already had this side put in. Did they get the other side put in? Let's continue on. Yes, they have that far side in. It's funny how this concrete looks new and fresh and wet still on this side, because they didn't spray it with that white sealer stuff like they did on the main drive. Yes, from another angle we can see the other side's put in. They've got the lines cut in it already. Of course, they still have that caution tape around it. Don't want anybody driving on it just yet. Hey, they have it in on this side too, on both sides of the street. This is the south side of the roundabout. Zooming in. Yes, it looks good over there too. Look at them soybeans. They're ready for harvest. There's a lot more flags out here than there were the last time we were up here a week ago. We'll have to take an adventure and find out what these flags are about. I moved up here to the center of the roundabout so I can get a picture of each direction separately. And we're looking westbound right now. Looking good. Turning to the north, those clouds look pretty with that sky. The green and the trees, and wait, the trees are starting to turn color. Look at the gold in there already. Ooh, this road's looking good. Turning to the east. Yes, it's all starting to come together. Looking southbound. Well, we're almost done with the crosswalks. We'll be putting in lighting soon, I'm sure. Now, back to the roundabout and all them flags. Here you go. DDM Irrigation. Call them up. I have no clue. I'm thinking it might be electrical for a lamp they're going to put out here, but I cannot tell you for sure. We'll see an adventure sometime, maybe. This stick looks like the other sticks I saw before in the center median, and figure they're going to be light poles. Let's zoom in and see what they have on this stick. Will all be hornswoggled? Yes, it says light pole. Not North Pole, light pole. So I guess they're putting a light pole here, huh? Probably where they put all the other sticks too. They didn't say what they were. Just numbers. Peeking over that stick that says light pole, I see some wiring on the other side of that sidewalk. I bet you that gets tunneled underneath that sidewalk and over here. Just don't understand why they didn't lay the wiring first, but I kind of understand. You know exactly where it's going in now. Well, we're on our way back home. Just thought I'd peek back over here at this crosswalk on the west side of the roundabout. It's all looking good. That sky sure is pretty, and there's this little bit of nip in the air. You can see the trees on the right-hand side are starting to get a little golden. And that soybean on the left, getting ready to be harvested. But look at all the hay. Sometimes this zoom works really well, like today. Zoomed in ×5. Looks good. Zoomed in ×10. Well, they're getting work done on that bridge, and there's a lot of cranes that are missing. Zoomed in ×15. Well, we can see they have one crane down there they're tearing apart. Part of it's on the ground getting ready to ship it off. A little haze in the background. Somebody's burning something. Isn't that sky really pretty? You know, I do live in a nice, pretty area. Look at that nice, pretty yellow home down there. Now I'm getting closer to home. Looking up over here towards the maintenance garage drive and the house drive. See that stick right there? You can barely see it, but that's where a lamppost is going to go. I'm just past that drive for the maintenance garage and the house. And there's a stick right there. See? Blue on top, pink on the bottom. That's where another lamppost is going to go. That tree really looks pretty with the colors it's changing. Well, I'm almost across from the entrance to the mobile home park. Looking off to the west. Well, let's zoom in. Zoomed in ×5. Hey, I see a lot of hay. Huh. There's a stick there off to the left-hand side there. Right near that sidewalk. Is that where they're going to put a lamppost? You'd think it'd be on the other side of the sidewalk. Might be a marker or something else. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Zoomed in ×10. They still have a lot of sidewalk to put in down there. They're still busy working on that bridge. Tearing apart the cranes they don't need anymore. Still can't. That's got pink and blue on it. It's got to be a lamppost going in there. Zoomed in ×15. Yep. Still a lot of work going on down there. Hey, there's a fellow traveler. It's a new day, and I'm hearing a lot of ruckus down here towards the east. Peeking through these trees, what are they doing down there? Stepping up the barricade so I can get a better zoom in look. Zooming in, they're working down there around that drain area. That one guy's watching me closely though. I've stepped off into the gravel area of the entrance they have not put in yet, so I can get a better view of what they're doing down here. I see a cement truck across the way. Let's go for an adventure. Now I don't want to get in their way, so I'll zoom in the best I can. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, they're working around that storm drain area. They have the lids off all these storm drains, manhole covers anyways, and they got long rebar sitting out there. I think they're gonna cement these in finally. So I'll just take some before pictures so you'll see what it looks like after they get it done. They have two of those 1-inch round stabilizer bars put in. Those things go about a foot into that other concrete right there. Here we're looking eastbound at this storm drain. You can see the two bars sitting off the side that they're going to put in that concrete so that it will connect with the drive when they put that in, or entryway, whatever you want to call it. You can see how far those are going to sit inside. Just the white's going to stick out. It's just a paper covering so they know how far to insert it into that new concrete they're going to put down. Zooming in just to show you the two bars that are sticking out of the other side they put in, and then they put a piece of foam barrier in between the two. Now they have a board. They've gone down inside and get that board put in so that the concrete's just not going to dump down the drain. Ha ha ha. They have the other one across the street all prepped and ready to go as well. This guy looks pretty. Looking off to the west, well, there's some guys down there working around that next storm drain. Yes, zooming in, they're working on it. Boy, that guy's standing in there and he's up to his knees. That's rather deep. Yes, I'll just hide back here between the bushes and we'll watch them work. Shh, be very, very quiet. I've stepped out of the bushes across the entryway so I can get a shot of this. The cement truck's backing up. While the concrete truck takes a dump, this guy watches and checks it. Now the other guys are showing up for some fun. Yeah, they're going to have some fun. Meanwhile, they've come over and dropped some more of this foam divider down. While they finish up getting all the concrete in place on the other side, the cement truck backed up over here, so I guess we're going to do this one next. What's that noise? Looking up, I don't see anything but some really strange clouds. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a hawk. He's up there just cruising around over all that soybean field looking for something to eat. He's swooping upwards, still looking. All this work on the ground doesn't seem to bother him. He's just cruising. He's gotten tired. And instead of taking a break on the electrical lines going across, which would sag under his weight, he's on one of the cables holding up the tower. Just sitting there, looking out over the field. Now, back to our scheduled program. Hey, they're on this side now. They're getting ready to start. You can see the concrete's just starting to drip out of that run right there. See the light underneath that board? What light? I don't see any light. I see concrete now. The Concrete's just a pouring, and they're just spreading it as fast as they can and trying to keep it from going down into the drain. Can you see where that one stake is right there, holding them boards in place? And all that light underneath there? That light's going to disappear real soon. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief that is. Yep, that concrete's just plopping in there, filling in that hole down there. Losing that daylight shining through. See those two grooves on top of that concrete top they put in? That's the lift areas for placing it. They're going to cement those over? I guess we'll see. There's still just a little bit of sun peeking through that board and next to that stake down there. But they've got it almost filled to the top. Yep, it's filled to the top, filled to the brim, past the brim. You know, now the work begins. Now the guy off the far left, he has a tool in his hand that vibrates. And he sticks that down inside the concrete and it vibrates it, shakes it up, gets it to liquefy better and seal around those pins they have in there. And the two guys with the shovels, they're taking that long rebar, there's about 4 pieces of it, and they're shoving that down into the concrete. Yes, those knee pads come in handy when they work correctly. Looks like he needs to pull his up a little bit. But they're down on their hands and knees, smoothing out, shaping all that concrete. The gentleman there with the hat, he is funny. I like him. He's a funny guy. The guy in the orange shirt is taking some scoops of concrete and dumping them on those cut areas that have the bars in there for them to place that up and down. Filling it in, patting them down. Yes, he plopped some concrete on there and he's taking that shovel and kind of patting it down a little bit. Just letting it sit before they skim it off. Meanwhile, the other guys are down at that next drain on the left-hand side, getting it all prepped and ready to go. Zooming in, fall is here. The trees are changing colors, and quick, too. Zooming in across the way, well, looks like they've done a fine job in connecting all that concrete and up to that storm drain. Looking good. Yes, this tree I'm next to, I looked up and I said, that's pretty. So I took a picture. Do you like it? Well, the guys are all done with this. Concrete truck is just waiting to get motioned on to come to the next spot. So I'll get a picture here. Now that the cement truck is out of the way, I can come out here in the road and get a better shot. Hey, looks like it's always been there. Zooming in, they've done some mighty fine work there. Looks nice. Yes, I think the water's going to flow just fine in there. Don't mind the beeping in the background. They're still working out there. And yeah, from a different shot, yeah, the water's going to flow just fine. Peeking through the trees. Can you see what's going to start the next adventure off? Look really close. I sure hope you all had a great time with this adventure. I did. Come with me next time and we'll see what else they get done. Till then, love y'all. Bye.